What did Panic at the Disco say when they were playing Riichi Mahjong? Whoa, so you dealin' to a Riichi Penfu, wait for a 1 or 4, and I can't help but to see that the 4 is also just the Dora. I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of folding your goddamn hand? No, it's much better to have some points to spare instead of giving up a Hanemon. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of folding your Tanyao hand? No, it's much better to fold this late in the game. You silly goose. Okay, I didn't know how to end that one. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Dude, it just took me like 10 times to get the song parody right, because it's such an involved song parody. All right, welcome back to Mahjong Soul. How have we been playing? We are taking a light detour, okay? We are taking a small sabbatical in the Shadow Realm, but I think it is more of like a cocooning process where we will metamorphosize into a stronger Mahjong player, and I believe that from the bottom of my heart. Let's get back into the Jade Room. I also have to say this. I've been talking a lot about recently about how I've been reading this book called Awakening Your Mahjong Power. It was written, or like it was spoken in Japanese, but some anonymous person translated it online. I was reading it last night. There's some racist language in there, and so I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart if anyone was reading it based on my recommendation and then got to that point and was like rightfully upset about it. I genuinely apologize. I had no idea. I have no idea if it was the speaker himself or if it was the translator. You know what I mean? But I just sincerely want to apologize. What a rough and rude awakening, right? Anyway, well, welcome back to Mahjong. 7-8-9 mixed triple sequence is a possibility here. I think let's go for it. And we're still gonna need a pair somewhere in this hand, but that's okay. We can find our pair later. We can also start cheating, but I don't think it's necessarily right yet. And we can also, I don't know, a pair here would be good. We don't necessarily want to keep the 5 around. So anyway, yeah, we're still, I mean, I'm still gonna try to be a little bit more creative with my Mahjong play, but I mean, there's probably the pair in our hand, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are our 5 shapes. I mean, the 1, 2 is not that good either. Maybe we should have kept the 6 or the 5 is technically a better, like, I would rather get something around this 5 than this 1, 2. All right, Left Lord calls the Riichi. We can slowly start to push, slowly start to fold, but being smart as we fold with this south one first of all. I think I'm gonna discard my 5s because we can rebuild a hand, right? Like 1, 2, 3. Those are a mixed triple sequence. We can have a pair, and then this can also be a shape in the end, so that's not that bad. And then one of the pieces of advice that I was reading was like, hey, if you're going to fold seriously. Do not be like 1 foot in or 1 foot out. If you have decided to fold like earnestly. Have I decided to fold earnestly? I'm not sure, dude. Here's an east wind. It could have ended in our destruction there. There's a lot of 5s on the table. I don't know if we can necessarily keep pushing with this hand if we get more dangerous tiles, and even this 4 and 5 of bamboo, I'm not sure we can get out of our hand, right? All right, they deal in with a 9. It's a big dealer hand to start. Holy moly. Oh, a closed mixed triple sequence just to start off the game. They definitely have the tile flow. They're coming in hot. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I think I'm just doing okay. I got some chores that I don't want to do necessarily. Okay, we can definitely go for the half flush here. I will happily just tear up my heart when I'm with you, right? Get rid of this pair of 7s. Dude, the triplet though, am I willing to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Dude, I don't know if I'm willing to discard a triplet. Let's just go for it. Sometimes you're gonna have to make hard sacrifices, right? Like, we gave up the 2. The 2 was close to the Dora. I think that this is okay. And look at this, starting to get rewarded a little bit, right? We'll be so happy if we see another pair of these honors as well. Yo, you're making jokes about D's nuts. I'm in my hand holding D's honors. We are not the same. Dude, I gotta load the dishwasher, and I know that's very privileged, right? That I have a dishwasher in the first place. I just don't like the aquatic chores. Do you know what I mean? The aquatic chores are not my jam. The dry chores, we're talking vacuuming, we're talking laundry. I mean, laundry isn't really dry, but you're not gonna get your hands wet, right? The dry chores I can definitely do. The aqua aqua. I've been playing too much Mega Man lately, okay? But the aqua based chores, it's not for me. It's definitely not for me. Wow, we have also a closed con in the with the 8 of characters as well. Okay, I mean, this isn't that bad of a Riichi, right? I think we can push here. The 1 is safe, and we can push at the 1 while getting into Tenpai if we see a 7 of characters or something. Okay, there's also this red dragon which we can fold, so it's unlikely that we see the last 2 of characters, but there's still a chance. So let's hold on hope and see if we can't make it happen. Wow, Left Lord calls the Riichi as well on the door. Are you nuts?
Yes.
Like, you could have dealt it. What is going on here? Okay. Cool animations, don't get me wrong. No Oradora, luckily, but Riichi, Sumo, Pinfu, all symbols door, that's a farm to table manga. So they do have to pay a dealer penalty, and it gets everyone, you know, kind of back into the game. All right, see what happens. Ooh, we got a pair of the Dora here. I am going to discard, no. The 8 is not gonna do anything here. Dude, the demon mahjong requires you to be a little bit more creative. So we're 1 tile away from Tenpai now. Holy moly, I almost, this seems like it's bad, but it's genuinely not. That's okay. That's genuinely okay. We're 1 tile away, right? A 2 of characters would absolutely hit the spot. We call Riichi on a double-sided weight. Sure, I'll keep the white dragon around. I can make a bad tile good for a weekend. Also, oh man, so I've been getting, ooh! Okay, I don't even know what's going on anymore. The 3 is now our pair. We're waiting on a 2 of characters. Oh no, one of them comes out, making it less likely for us to draw into one. No, this isn't even all simples or anything, dude. Oh, we need a 2 of characters. If we draw a 5 or an 8, I will absolutely call Riichi on that as well. Holy moly, this hand has some value right now. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. There's a 2 that we would love to, it hurts so good. You know what I mean? Let's go. One of the greatest Riichis of all time. Riichi, 3 Dora, just as the dealer, and it's on a lovely double-sided weight. Give me that red 5. Daddy's coming home. I don't know what that means. And I don't want to think about the implications, okay? I've gotten a lot of comments lately saying, hey, Yusong, I've really improved my own Mahjong play by watching you play. Now, that is awesome, and I'm genuinely very, very happy to be a part of your Mahjong, to be a part of your day, number 1. I'll take the Sumo. Riichi Sumo 3 Dora for the farm to table manga. Show me 3 Oradora while you're at it. If you're looking in the back to see if they have a size 9, maybe you can also see if there's some Oradora. It's not that, but it's a good hand. It's a dealer manga, and we are in this game. Look at me. I am the captain now. I have the tile flow now. Okay. 1 Dora. And we're making use of it for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, our shapes aren't very good though. So what I'm doing here is keeping honor tiles. I don't know if it's good, and I'm very worried about players that are new to Mahjong watching me play now, because I don't know if my style is good. I don't know if what I'm trying, you know, all of us experiment with something at some point during our lives. Vaguest statement in the world, but you know what I mean. I'm experimenting with a little bit of demonic powers right now while playing Mahjong. I don't know if it's necessarily correct. You can see by the elo that I've lost that it's not necessarily correct. It's not necessarily correct at all. So this is a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence hand. We can even pawn the 9, which feels pretty good to do in this hand. The only bad news bears about this hand is that our pair is likely going to be the 5 or the 9, and either of those we would not be happy throwing in the late game, right? Happy to see these happy to have these honor tiles though, you know? Can't pawn that. That's actually one of the few things that I don't want to pawn. Again, we're aiming for that 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence, and look at this. What a clean looking hand right now. I know. It's going to take us a while to get to the promised land, but what a clean looking hand. We got our defensive tiles over here. We got our offensive tiles over here. Let's get it. What do I got going on this week? I don't know, dude. It's just more like, so I was doing the stinky AC arc for a little bit. The AC, every time we turned it on, it's stinky. Again, we called 2 HVAC people. Like that's what they do, you know? Sure, I'll pawn this. I'll absolutely pawn this. We called 2, you know, air conditioner people, and they were like, this happens all the time. Like, you got your vents clean? Good. Okay, we did get our vents clean. What is this, Among Us? But they were just like, wait for a day where it's like super warm outside and then like 95 degrees and just run it the whole time. And we got this opinion from 2 people. We were like, oh, I can't wait to get this stinky smell exorcised. Ever since that call, I suppose God heard me and was like, you're gonna live in a stinky wonderland forever. Because here in Southern California, where you'd expect it to reflect the desert-like conditions that the desert-like, you know, biome that we're in, we have not, it's now back to winter. It's in the 60s. Oh my, unbelievable. Sanshoku 3-door, red 5 as the deal. Unbelievable. We have been blessed by the door of this video. Oh my God. Oh my God. We are running this table right now. We are in first place. So keep in mind, this is, whoa. Oh my God. Oh my. I mean, this is just it, right? This is it. We are going to end the game this round. And if we do, half flush or red 5? Half flush. Because the red 5 is only worth 1 Han, but the half flush is worth 2 Han. Goku's son is Gohan. Lindsay's name is Lohan. We are in Tenpai, but I will pawn the Eastwind and still be in Tenpai for a different tile here. This is a disgusting hit. This is unbelievable luck. And if we finish early, I'll try the new game mode. I know people have been clamoring, and by people I mean very kind members of the Discord have been like, "Hey, Yusong, you should try out the new game mode. It's really fun." So let's give that a shot if we can just destroy this game. Holy, this is unbelievable. This is just simply unbelievable. We could even go for another flush in the character suit here. I don't know if that's right, but you know, there's a double-edged sword, but in a good way. There's a good double-edged sword to 1, 2, 3 pairs for a verse, no album out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you're looking at this, and this is also an all simples hand. We're just lacking a 5th shape, but I think that's totally okay. Could chi this, but I think it's a bit early, and oh my goodness, there it is. Okay, Right Lord opening up. I'm also gonna open up. You might be thinking to yourself, Yusong, why do this? Why do this? Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. You don't want to get complacent in first place either. I don't think that's right. You should. I think that you should want more if you can. If you're in a situation that can get more, like, don't be reckless about it. If someone calls Riichi and their discard seems scary, then maybe be a little bit careful. But in a situation like this, I think it's fine to push. Anyway, but yeah, we should try out the new game mode. It genuinely looks like a lot of fun, and I've not gotten the chance to play it. So hopefully if you're like me and you're on my team and you're hoping for me to get a dub here, that's very kind of you. If you're just along and rooting for me so that we can play the new game mode, that's nice of you too. That's nice of you too. So I don't think we aggressively push for the flush, although the character tiles have been coming in hot and steady this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, I'll keep some more honor tiles. If you're buying, I'll keep them. Okay, Right Lord might be going for a flush as well. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's like cold again, and we're gonna immediately discard the Dora. We're not gonna go for it. We have everything that we're looking for already in our hand. You know, turns out the real Yakuhai we found were the friends we made along the way. that's okay, right? Like we can, arguably it's right to go for the, you know what? I think there's a part of me that should have discarded this 7 and the 8. Okay, I mean, we're rewarded to have it back with us. The 7 is probably going to be our pair. Let's play some clean Mahjong, okay? We can chi into a 2 or chi into a 4 or 7 and get into Tenpai that way. That feels pretty good. Right Lord also discards the Dora. It does not look like this is a very high scoring round. Yeah. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I genuinely appreciate it. Dude, I just want to say, like, so in my spare time, we should talk about this. In my spare time, I've been playing a lot of Mega Man Battle Network 3. So I loved this game as a child, and it just got remastered and released on the Switch, right? And it's been a lot of fun playing it. Again, my inner child is just so happy as I'm playing through Mega Man. It's just a ton of fun. I forgot how wonky the writing is. Like, I'm not making this up, okay? I'm genuinely not making this up. Everything in this world, everything is connected to the internet. So there's one arc where Bubble Man, who's evil, invades everyone's dishwashers and then traps them in real life with bubbles that will explode and kill them, right? And, you know, the bubbles shoot out of the dishwasher and you have to jack in, which is not me making fun of it. It's just what the terminology is. You have to jack in to the internet to defeat Bubble Man, right? So that's fun. One of the things is like there's animals in a zoo and all of them have like a chip inside the animals to like regulate their mood and to monitor their hunger or something. I don't know. It's science fiction, right? But Beast Man takes over the zoo and then like makes all the animals go berserk. And I swear to you, one of the side characters' little brother gets picked up by a condor and dropped on like an electrical tower. You know, those like, they look like Eiffel Towers, but they're just power lines. Just power lines is what I'm trying to say. Why am I getting so poetic about it? They're power lines. Playing that as an adult made me laugh so hard. I was like, wow, you really went for it, huh? There was a part where you were writing this game where you really embraced the no bad ideas thing. And usually I don't, and I'm making fun of it, but genuinely, there's still so much love I have for the game. It's wild. How many 7s are gone? 1, 2, 3? I don't know. The 8 is probably fine. How many 6s are gone? 1, 2, just 2. They could still have a 6, 7, but if they did have a 6, 7, surely they would keep the pair of the 7s. Let's fold here. Let's absolutely fold. Are you kidding me, Yusong? 10 tiles left in overtime and she's on your mind. Yeah, they're gonna sumo it. That's fine. That's totally fine. I'm glad that we weren't too dangerous about it. And they did have a 5, 6, 7. It wasn't necessarily what we were thinking, but wow, it's a pretty nice hand with the Riichi sumo pure double sequence, farm to table Mangan. And then I swear to God, okay, so I'm not a fan of campy writing in general. 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. He's actually starting to recognize mixed triple sequence. Okay, what I think we do here is discard the 7, 9. I wouldn't recommend this if you're a beginner. I'm not even joking, because our final shapes are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, a pair of the 5s. That is, those are genuinely our final shapes. And sour grapes, as far as I'm concerned. Just, it rhymes. I don't like campy writing, and I've never understood people who are like, oh, you know, this movie's a little campy, but I really like it. I was like, oh, you just like a bad movie then. Where's your artistic intent, you know? Where's your discerning critic? And now I'm playing through Mega Man, and I'm like, yeah, dude, it's so campy writing. I'm into it. I'm blinded by the nostalgia goggles, dude. Holy, if a president ran, now I can see why people get hoodwinked, because if a president ran on Make Mega Man Battle Network again, I'd be like, whoa, that was the greatest time of my life. I gotta vote for this person, you know? In that exact tone of voice as well. I don't know if we start pawning here. I mean, it's a pretty small hand, but we do have a pair of the East Winds. Can't really chi that. The 8's not that helpful. Let's get it out of our hand. It's close to the Dora, which is dangerous. Do we pawn? I mean, if we pawn, we're like 1 tile away from Tenpai. It's not terrible. We can also chi a 1, 2, 3 in the character suit. That would also feel pretty good. Nothing else really gets me going though. I wouldn't chi to do this. I wouldn't pawn this either. That's my, ooh, okay. That's my read of the current situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shapes in our hand, no album out. I think the 5 is probably going to be our pair. So you know what? It might have been a mistake to hang on to this 2-4 shape for so long. I mean, there is the 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence with a Tenhou at that. I mean, come on. Like, we could get rid of these East ones very, very easily. Go for the mixed triple sequence, 2, 3, 4, all simples. That doesn't sound that bad. If someone else calls Riichi, we can fold with the East ones while still pushing as well. We have a few clean discards. Is there a way that we can pawn that and go forward? I don't think that we can. So you know what? This is okay. How many 3s? They probably still have they could very well still have a 3-4. So I'm scared of getting rid of the 2. I'm scared. We should have gotten rid of the 2-4 earlier instead of it burning a hole in our pocket right now. And there's the Dora. I think we have to try to cleanly fold. Okay, there's a 2, 7 of circles, 3 of circles. How many 2s are available? How many? Okay, a lot of the 2 of characters are gone, so they probably don't have a 1-2, and we know that they don't have a 4-5. Let's fold cleanly. Let's fold cleanly. 3, 3, 3. There's 3, 3 of bamboos visible, which means that they probably don't have a 3, 4, but it's still likely. Okay, now we know that the 2 of bamboo is safe. Let's go. A lot of the 5s are gone. But I'm too scared to make any reads based off of that. Holy moly, what do we do here? I think this. I know this looks ridiculous, but this is a nice Suji and Kabe situation where all the 3s are gone, so they don't have a 3-4, and they discarded an 8, so they don't have a 6-7. Lovely turn of events there. We played that one very, very well. I'm looking at the time and I'm like, I don't know if we got time to run it back. Oh, we might have time to run it back. Oh, this is our seat win too. Okay, how do we put even more value into this hand? So we need a pair of something, right? But we definitely open up this hand. Pawning and cheating, etc., etc. 5, 6, 7 mixed triple sequence is such a possibility. It's not even funny. We can also accept the Dora here if we wanted to, right? A 1, 2, 3 in the bamboo suit. Holy moly. Someone is thinking about pawning that. There's the 5, 6, 7 mixed triple sequence. Imagine if we draw into either 6. If we draw into this 6 or this 6, I'm definitely calling Riichi. I think I would. I'm legally obligated to do so. I'm going to take the 1 away right now. Like, we can even complete this hand with a 4. I know it's not as good as going for the Sanshoku, but I would maybe just take the Tenpai. Left Lord looks like... All right, they pawn away the 4. Kind of... This is... Woo! Wow, they had a pair of the green dragons as well. This is 7 pairs. It's a 7 pairs Damaten. Holy moly. The mini points are not schmacking, but that round ended pretty fast. It ended the dealer's reign. Let's go. Okay, what is this? 1, 2, 3. I mean, we got some good shapes in our hand. 1, 2. This is 1 away from Tenpai. The door is the 5 of characters. We don't really want to see that. So what do we want to see here? A 7 of circles would be a... Oh, we had a good hand too. We were 1 tile away from just calling a very nice double-sided weight. Okay, you're gonna do that. This is not a bad hand either. This is not a bad hand. Oh, friends, is this really a full or a half flush right now? Is this really a full or a half flush? This is the messed up part, is I think it is. How else are we gonna win this? Maybe 7 pairs? Maybe 7 pairs, but we should have kept the 1 if that was the case. Maybe this is something 7 pairs-y as well, or maybe they're just getting rid of a terminal. Okay, 2 we don't necessarily want to see. 9 we necessarily don't want to see. We could play this normally as well, right? We're a few tiles away, like a 6 and a 5. We're a few tiles away from getting into some good stuff. I mean, that's not that bad either. 2 tiles away from Tenpai still. Would be happy to draw an 8 of circles. Like, that's pretty greedy for the pure double sequence, but I wouldn't turn up my nose at it. Yeah, if we had drawn a few more circle tiles, I would be more comfortable going for the half flush, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards for us right now, or in the tiles. Technically, Mahjong is a roguelike deck builder, so if we're ranking this game in Slay the Spire's got some competition, and I love that game. But yeah, anyway. Mega Man is good. The writing is very campy. There's one moment too where you're like dealing with a criminal and you're like a child, right? You're like I think a 5th grader is canonically how old the protagonist is. And he's like, Mega Man, we got to do something. And so you're thinking like, oh, he's plotting something really, really smart right now. He's gonna like, we're gonna do something really, we're gonna outfox the evil adult villain. No, we just throw our personal computer. It's like throwing your smartphone at them and then they get knocked out cold. I can't believe they just expected me to believe that as a child, and then later that same villain gets arrested by another 5th grader. I am not joking. The adult didn't even try to like juke him or like just run past him or like, I hate to say this, push him over. Like, you know what I mean? Like they definitely coulda. Wild, absolutely wild game. Absolutely wild game. Okay, Right Lord Pawns, they discarded an 8. That's bad news for us. So this has to be our pair, and now our hand is looking very, very difficult to complete. Like we can get into tenpai, but you know what? This is fine, right? We can get into a different kind of tenpai here. If we draw a 3 or a 6, we can wait on a 7 or a 9. That's fine. A lot of the 8s are gone. Is there anything that's necessarily that dangerous that we don't want to discard? I mean, this 3 is a little wonky, but probably no one has a 4 or 5. We're not sure. We're not sure yet. The 8 is definitely safe as all the 7 of bamboos are gone. So I'll throw that right now. Keep this in my back pocket. Left Lord's been discarding good tiles since the day that they were born, but I have no idea what they're going for now. Maybe this is like an all triplets or something. We could Riichi this hand. I mean, I think we do, because if we get the win on a 7 or a 9, we probably end the game, right? Especially on Right Lord, and I mean, I don't care if other people fold. What tile would we draw right now that would be too scared to discard? Are there any live honors? Red dragon, white dragon, green dragon, all kind of dead in the water right now. If we draw the Dora, we're pogged. If we draw the 8 of circles, that's a safe tile for everyone. So you know what? I'm okay with this Riichi. We end in tenpai, maybe other players don't. That's Mahjong, baby. 5 of characters. Could get Ronda. Little Sebastian the Crab under the river. Okay, what were they waiting on? They were waiting on a 4 or 6 with an all simples hand. This is fine. We advance the dealer seat one more time. Okay. I mean, we gotta. Oh. What? I mean, this is gonna look weird, but this is 1 away from a 7 pairs tenpai, and it's a Zuzzy tenpai at that. Okay, the Northwind's not gonna come together. If we get the chance to start pawning, I think we do. This is a nice all triplets hand as well. I mean, here's the messed up thing. This is 7 pairs. This is 7 pairs. We're 1 away from 7 pairs. If we start opening up our hand and start pawning and cheating at the wazoo, then it's a little bit trickier. Because now we're 2 away from tenpai. So I don't want to take that step backward. Also, I was reading about how no, don't call the Riichi, right? We just wait on the Dora, 7 pairs, 2 Dora. Like, this is a very sneaky trick right now, but it might incentivize other people to play really aggressively and maybe throw the Dora. But also, like, no, dude, let's just call the Riichi. Like, what's the worst that could happen here? If we draw the Dora, we're not scared. All the 2s are coming out, so it's hard for people to make a 1, 2, 3. 1s might come out if other people get desperate, right? We're the dealer. If we sumo this, it's game over. It's absolutely game over for Right Lord. We're gonna suck him into oblivion. Sounds like a good 3rd date to me. Anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about something important. I was talking about like 5th graders arresting grown adults or something. Mega Man? Oh my god, I can't remember. Aqua-based chores? I genuinely can't remember. Okay, if we're gonna, the only other thing that's like on my docket today is, oh, dude. Okay, so I did go to Trader Joe's yesterday, and I'm sorry it took so long for me to be able to say this to you now. Okay, they chased my Riichi. That's fine. I mean, it's pretty courageous of them to chase the Riichi when, you know, they could very well happily end in second or something, but okay. Whatever floats your boat. This is against the dealer Riichi as well. And if they win, so be it. Oh, the thing that I wanted to tell you about was like a Mahjong based thing. I genuinely can't remember the Mahjong based thing that I was going to tell you about. But anyway, I went to Trader Joe's. It was a little bit embarrassing because I kind of just gave up, okay? Look, for the record, I know I'm on the wrong side of history. I know that I should like want to cook, right? Jesse, we need to cook, etc., etc. I know that I should want to cook or know how to cook. I don't know how to cook because like when my parents were growing up, they did not like cooking. They cooked for survival only. Flavor was not even considered. Like flavor was not, no. Like if it's edible, you're gonna eat it. That's literally it. Like there's nothing else to it. Oops. How was it? How was it chasing my Riichi? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? 2 Aura Dora? No, Riichi, 7 pairs, 2 Dora. It's a Mongon, dude. It's a dealer Mongon. And now you're stuck in the Shadow Realm. You're stuck in the Shadow Realm, and now it's anyone's game into 3rd or 4th. Left Lord is probably gonna be happy staying in second. So what do we do here? 6, 7, 8 mixed triple sequence is a distant possibility, sure. Demon style, we're gonna keep some of our honor tiles early on. I know this feels a little weird, but it hasn't panned out that badly for us. I did go to Trader Joe's. I know I should cook. 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. Also a possibility. Don't get me wrong. Also a possibility. But I like the safety of this, and we can also like, dude, we could even just go for the half flush and then fold if someone else calls Riichi. I know that's not the cleanest game plan. Should have discarded the 2. Should have discarded the 2 and kept the 8 for the mixed triple sequence. Definitely wasn't thinking too much there. I walked into Trader Joe's and I just bought like 6 pre-prepared meals. I just like, nope, I'm not cooking today. Or this week. Absolutely not. They got some good stuff at Trader Joe's, okay? Let me just walk you through some of the fine selection that you might expect to encounter. They got these great like refrigerated chicken enchiladas with this green salsa sauce. It's absolutely wonderful. They got these burritos. I bought a pollo asado burrito from Trader Joe's. It's absolutely wonderful. And like, dude, I bought like, this isn't an effort to save money. I bought like 6 meals and 2 like carbonated beverages, not to flex. Sorry, if you got it, flaunt it. You know what I mean? I bought 6 meals and 2 carbonated beverages. It came out to $50. I was losing my mind. I was like, how is this even possible? And why have I been spending a fortune on pad thai, you know? It's one of those lessons that you learn in cycles. It's like, yeah, I don't want to spend any money. Whoa! They immediately get into tenpai. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. Oh, I'm so sorry, friends. I'm so sorry that I teased you like this. I don't think we're gonna be able to play the new game mode, but now that I've spoken it into existence, we definitely have to, okay? We definitely have to. Maybe I'll make a bespoke video. Maybe if we, like, videos end very fast all the time. Definitely we'll get into a situation where someone gets like Yakuman or Shadow Realm, and then we can play some of the 4 fun game modes. Meanwhile, we're over here, you know, pushing the boulder up the mountain. One must imagine Sisyphus pawning. This is either an all simples hand. I was genuinely considering discarding the 9. This is either an all simples hand or a half flush, or we just get a pair of any of these. So discarding the 9 honestly would have been better. I mean, but the bad news about here is that if we draw like a 3 or a 4, we're still happy to have the 5, and the 2's a little bit redundant in that sense, no? We could still draw the 7 here. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's correct. There's a 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for all simples. Let's go for all simples. And then here's the thing. It's either all simples or we have a 1-hun hand with one of these pairs. That doesn't feel that bad either, right? 6, 7, 8, kind of getting rewarded. The reason that I'm cutting the 9, maybe, oh, I finally remember what I was going to say. Okay. So the book mentioned about like bottleneck tiles. And they were like, save your 7s and 3s because like those are the tiles that you want to get rid of later. Save your 7s and 3s because those are bottleneck tiles. And I was like, what do you mean bottleneck tiles? I have no idea what you mean by that. What I think they mean by that is, and we're gonna go for the all simples here. Probably should discard the Southwind. It's worth 2 Han for them. Okay, they call a Riichi. I'm pretty sure we're okay pushing with this Southwind. Oh my god, they have 500 points left. Oh lordy. Okay, Southwind's not looking really safe, and we have all simples here, so I think that's an okay decision. Let's deny them the Riichi Ipatsu at least, right? What I think they mean by bottleneck tile is that, and we are in Tenpai for a 4 or a 7. If they deal in, it's game over. It's actually just game over. They don't, and they win as the dealer, dude. The lords up above don't want me to play the new game mode. And also, I can't believe you've delved in. I mean, there's a lot to actually re-examine in the post-game review for this one. Maybe this is a pure straight. Maybe this is a 7, 8, 9. Maybe this is a half outside hand, actually. I think this is a half or a full outside hand, actually, with a 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence as a strong possibility. So let's get rid of the 4 first. 2 Dora? I don't necessarily... 2 Dora Cinema Club? That's a great joke. I don't know necessarily what we're going to do here. 4? Get out of my hand. I absolutely don't need you. The reason that I think they're bottleneck tiles is because they help complete 1, 2, 3 shapes and 7, 8, 9 shapes. That's why they're bottlenecks, right? Like... Dude, we could just draw another copy of the Dora to win this entire thing, and I want to keep my hand open. Like, we obviously want the 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence, but getting another 1, 2, 3. We don't need another 3, but we do need, like, another pair. No, we don't disrespect the Dora like this. The Dora is going to be our pair, and we're going to get a sequence with it. That's the best version of this hand. I think you have to want it in order for it to happen. Genuinely. Do I actually believe that? I mean, I don't know. It's just like cold raw numbers, right? But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, you gotta want it for it to happen. So by keeping your 7s and 3s, you don't let other people chi their 7, 8, 9s or their 1, 2, 3s. And if they're going for a half flush, or if they're going for something like a half outside hand, they're gonna want to do that. They're gonna want to get rid of their difficult to complete shapes by opening their hand. So you can keep these 3s for later, not like what I did this round, but you can keep your 3s later, to hold them in the mud for a little bit. You know what I mean? You shall not pass kind of a deal. We are not getting the tiles that we necessarily want, but I don't necessarily sense any danger at this table. I mean, you are not in Tenpai yet, or at least I don't think you are. This is a 6 of bamboo. Yeah, we're not going to use it. We're going to... what am I even talking about? If this is our pair, then we will not have a half or a full outside hand. Naruhodo ne. Okay. Get rid of the 8. It's our more dangerous tile. So this is just a... man, this isn't even a half outside hand at all. I got to get rid of the Dora if I want that, but I don't think I do. Riichi? No, right? We don't Riichi this. There's literally 1 7 of bamboo left. I don't think anyone's going to discard it in this situation. If someone discards it, we can just discard ours and then pivot to another single tile weight, you know? Whether it's an honor tile or a 1 or a 9. Obviously, we can't do it with some because we'll be in for a 10. 4 of circles. How scared am I? Am I really willing to fold right now? Right Lord could be in Tenpai. They cut a pair of 9s, making me think that they're going for the all simples. Okay, I respect that. Honestly and genuinely respectable. So yeah, 7s and 3s being bottleneck tiles are an interesting concept to think about. Like, you also think about folding with your, like, if you have a 1-2 shape and you want to throw it away, arguably you should throw the 2 first, right? And then because it's like the more dangerous tile, and then you throw the 1 after that because it's the safer tile. I've now had that viewpoint challenge because I'm like, hey, keep in mind, you could, if you have the possibility to go for all simples, throw the 1 first. Keep your more dangerous tile, because guess what? You could draw another one of them. The chances are small, but it's still possible. This is the kiss of death, right? Yeah. We are not gonna push with no chance to get into, like, we could have stayed into Tenpai, but for what? We're not gonna be able to suck anyone dry. We're just gonna sail into the sunset right now. You're having a hard time deciding whether or not you want to stay in Tenpai. Fair enough. Oh, you're the only one in Tenpai. All right, hold on that. And now, just like that, we're in South Forest. So any hand wins this one. If we can get an all symbols, if we can get a pair of the white dragons, a lot of 1s and 4s, which looks bad, but I think what we do here is, yeah, either all simples or we just schmoove towards a half flush in the bamboo suit. Half flush is a very powerful hand. It has led me into a lot of ruin in the past, right? Has led me into a lot of ruin, the way I will tunnel vision and then not fold when someone else calls Riichi. But the good thing about a half flush, especially a closed half flush, is that you have a lot of honor tiles to fold with in the late game. If you open your hand for a half flush, you're kind of like guns blazing, you know what I mean? Like, you don't got a lot of defensive options. There's no plan B. American Idol or bust, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I mean, these are some good tiles. We could still move into all simples. I mean, there's also the possibility where we pawn the white dragon, we throw this, and then this? Yuck, dude. Oh, yuck. I don't know exactly what's good here. It's my first time at this restaurant. Sure. I think I can cheat this. I think I can cheat this responsibly even, you know what I mean? Unlike every single beer commercial. I mean, look, South Park has a history of, I'm not gonna defend everything that South Park has ever done, but they did a really, really funny parody of a beer commercial that was like, yeah, you just like drink everything. What? You're a baby and not a like the, you know, fragile masculinity and all that. Like you're a baby. You won't drink. You gotta drink. And then at the end of the commercial, they're like, drink responsibly. And it's like, yeah, what do you mean? Why are you showing Ferraris and you know, like this absolute bender of a time? And then at the end, oh, but it's also the responsibility is on you, not our messaging. So sometimes, you know, they really knock it out of the park. IMO. 1, 2, I sound so old, dude. Sometimes South Park has some excellent social commentary. I gotta say something that the Zoomers will like. Everyone hear that new Lizzo album? Okay. I genuinely like Lizzo too. Again, I watched her Tiny Desk and I sobbed. I did. That's how much I liked it. I sobbed. It was really nice. Because I know, like, I've gotten a modicum of hate on the internet, right? I could have conned that, gone for the under the sea or under the river. Let's just win. Let's just win. Ambition of the triple goal? What does that even mean? Do I have a 3-game win streak right now? Also, I didn't play that well on stream last night. The elo's taking a little bit of a beating, okay? Don't look at the elo with too much judgment. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get back up there. We're gonna get back up there. I think we're playing fine. I genuinely do. I mean, at least this game was good. A lot to examine though with all the dealings there. Anyway, the reason that I cried during the Lizzo performance is because, like, I've gotten a modicum of hate online. I don't know. You're online for that long and you're gonna get it. And it's very different, by the way, being an anime avatar and being a person where, like, your name and face is out there, okay? Like, you can get hate anonymously or you can get hate non-anonymously. One of those is you risk more, right? Anyway, what is this going on? You don't really want the 4 and you don't really want this 4 either. Could have kept the 8s and the 9s for maybe a mixed triple sequence in 7, 8, 9. What are you dealing with? Ah, there's the Riichi that's been called. What would I do here? Your hand is pretty far away from Tenpai. You see a lot of the 5s, so maybe you think no one has a 5, 6. Someone could still have a 2, 3. There's no 2s or 3s that have been discarded. White Dragon is also a safe bet. This terminal feels okay. This usually doesn't come from a 7, 8, 8 so early in the game, right? Usually people break away those shapes later in the game. So I think that you should probably fold. I think that you should probably fold. Your hand is a little bit too far away. They fold with the 9. Okay, that's pretty respectable, honestly. And then, yeah, they get round anyway. Wow, it did. Okay, so my reasoning was absolutely wrong. They had a very, very lucky 7-8 shape. And look at just the absolute carnage that was done here. Oh my goodness. You deal in with a... Oh, this is an all symbols kind of joint. Okay. The earliest run of all time. Dama 10 7 pairs. Yep. I probably would have called Riichi there. I don't know why they... I don't know why they did it. So what happens here? You chase my Riichi with a closed weight. I mean, half flush red dragon. Half flush red dragon Riichi 3 4 5. This is a Mangan with more. I mean, even if you don't call Riichi, it's half flush red dragon. Closed half flush red dragon. That's 4-han, but this 4-han is I think it's a Mangan because you have so many honor tiles that your mini points are going to be pog wild. I don't know. I don't like this play. I don't know. I don't know if I would have called Riichi here. I don't think that I would have. Dude, I don't know. I mean, this hand is like good and all, but it's a good hand. Like, you could get Ipatsu or something, but I don't know. I'm also so far away at this point that it would be really, really difficult to come back. But if you were going to come back, like a Hanemon or something like this is the start of that. Honestly, I don't think I would have made this play. I think I would have folded. It's too dangerous. You're in second place. I don't know. This is an early Riichi. You can assume that my weight is bad. Let me know in the comments what you would have done here. This is a very, very, very tricky situation indeed. I don't know what I would have done there. But I feel like as a Mahjong player, I should probably have a sense of what I do. Yeah, you discard a 6 and you get Rond there. There's nothing you can do about that. That is just unbelievable that it happened. Okay, this one was weird though. Left Lord calls the Riichi. You are fighting for last place. Southwind. You are pushing for this half flush? Nah, dude. Southwind. Southwind. 6 of characters. That is absolutely wrong, I think. I think that's absolutely wrong. And that's the last time that anyone dealt in. Holy moly. Did you end in last? I sumoed? Oh my god, did you end in last because you dealt in? It was 1500? I don't think you ended in last, even though if we're talking about, yeah, oh my god, it was like 600 points away. I don't like some of those calls that were made. All right. That's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a lot. Rap God, by the way. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New videos every day. I'm also streaming on Twitch. Hear about this one, Kevin? Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. Mondays are Mahjong, Wednesdays are Variety, and Fridays are Nancy Jew. I hope you'll stick around for those. Come say hi. You can also say hi in the Discord link down below. Hope to chat to you there as well. Okay? Till next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.